Alrighty, guys, here we go again. Let me squeeze out of here. I cannot believe this is happening right now. What's up, guys? It's Pat Official. Welcome back to the channel, you guys. Welcome back to another lovely video. I know this one's going to be lovely. Today we have here in front of us a 2000 Excursion 7.3 diesel. Before we get started today, I want to make sure you guys are subscribed. So go on ahead and hit that bell notification. Go on ahead and make sure your notifications are turned on so you don't miss out on what I do going forward with this video. This is a weird buy, but let's get into it. So for the people that don't know about these things, this is a 7.3 Diesel Excursion. You guys, these are rare. They're not really on the road anymore like that. There's a lot of them out there still, but Google estimates that there are around under 17,000 of these left running. So for all of you guys that are on the fence about, oh, should I get a gas truck or should I get a diesel truck? It just depends on what you really want and what you're doing. But mostly, I'm going to convince you that you should get a diesel. And today we're going to go over it and see what a 25-year-old truck looks like. With that being said, I had my last 7.3. It was a truck. It was a F350. Someone tried to break in and steal it, and I want to show you something, how I have this thing parked. Like when I tell you this is no joke, I've got my truck right here on the offside. Acura directly in front of it. And the reason I've got it directly in front of it is because someone tries to come steal it, it'll at least be kind of hard for them to take it. How would you feel if you came out to start your truck one morning and it was gone? Yeah. All right, now here comes the fun part. Let's see if this thing will start. The last time I had it started was about 2 days ago. So let's see if she'll start. Okay, so for all the people that don't know how to start a diesel truck, I'm gonna show you how to start mine. Well, 7.3 basically. So you want to hop in. If you have a key, go ahead and open it up, but I like to use this. So let me put the code in real quick here. Boom, and your door will open. I think only the driver door. And I'm telling you, don't be a wuss with it. Close that door. You want to not slam it, but give it a good close. So what we're looking for here is on the bottom right there where the key is at. See that? There's going to be a wait to start. That is your glow plug cycling. So what you want to do is you want to get the key in here. And you're going to see that right there, wait to start. Now this cycles the glow plugs once. We're going to cycle the glow plugs like about 3. I'll cycle the glow plugs about 4 times. So you just want to do that. Just turn to the on position until that wait to start leaves. While we're waiting on that, this car has a whopping 438,000 miles. Since I've owned it, I've put 20 on it. All right, here we go. So when you start a diesel up, you guys, don't just turn like a little punk. Turn it and hold it until she starts. So let's see. Oh, sweet. She fired right up. Alrighty, let's hop in. So we're on the road right now. This thing is pretty big. You know, I got the little small coupe you just saw there. This is 3 times as big compared to that. This thing is very loud. But she gets up. She's going. You know, she drives very well, you guys. Very well. I cannot make any complaints about this truck. The turns are extra wide. I'm gonna come back to the neighborhood. I don't want to drive it out for too long. But she drives very well, you guys. Very well. All right, we are back at the house. Let's pop the hood. I'll show you the engine bay, and we'll check for blow-by. Oh, God. All right, here she is, you guys. Let's check for blow-by, okay? Healthy as can be, almost 500,000 miles. Look at that, that cap ain't even moving, bro. It's kind of dirty up in here though. It's dirty as fuck. dirty. We got a little bit of smoke. All right, let's get this done. I don't want to hold you guys up any longer. It is the New Year's. So starting in the front, the first thing I realized was that the little piece of the kidney grill is missing right there. You see that? We got dings, dents, scrapes, peels, all of the known on this vehicle. But also we have rust. Look at that. Ooh. Wheel well looks kind of good. In the pictures, I'm gonna show you some pictures of this thing. I got this on Facebook Marketplace, by the way. When I looked at them, I thought it was like totally ate out. But when I looked up closer, it's just the paint peeling, you guys. Oh, thank God. Because I got scared and I was like, well, I'll still go take a look at it. And then we got a regular cab corner rust here. That thing is ate out completely. Now, for all the car guys, I will get an underside because I know you guys want to see that. She's 8. Not bad, but now on the other hand, look at that frame rail. Whoo-hoo! As a car guy, you can tell. We can tell when the frame is good. This frame is totally, totally good. Now, the worst part is on the other side, but let's see what we got back here. It looks pretty healthy. The hinges look to be kind of rusting out. Might have to replace that, do something about those. And I just noticed this size matter sticker, and it really does. The man said he towed with this, so it does have a functioning 7-trailer, a 7-way. Yes, sir. So like I said, the most damage is right here. Let me zoom out. Look at that. See that? Yeah, this side is passenger side back. Totally looking nasty. I did check this out, and this window, like if the actual glass was bolted in, like there'll be bolts all around it. So I asked him, because when I first seen it, I thought he had drilled holes in this thing. And I'm like, oh no, he drilled holes through the metal. I got a weld now. But on the inside, I'll show you, those are actual factory holes that he went through. So good. But the reason I say this side is the worst with the rust is look at that. That is completely ate out. Forgot to show you the rims. I have 6 of these rims, 4 on the top, 4 on the car, and 2 inside the car. He gave me 2 spares, filled up, ready to go. So that's nice. This is an 8-lug vehicle, by the way. Ooh, she's nasty. 8 lugs, my boys. All right, look at this little rocker rust. Oh, that just breaks my heart. That really does. And I want to show you guys this because most people will be like, oh, I got a new truck. And they sit up there. Someone will post a new truck and they'll sit up there and be like, oh man, they got a nice truck. But in reality, like this thing does run and drive, but it needs some major work, you guys. Like, no joke. I do have a lot of plans for this vehicle going forward. Let's continue on to the front passenger here. So everything looks to be good. That frame rail looks amazing. This is why I bought it. Look at this. And then which I'll show you the underside. I believe it was this side. I looked at it and I'm like, oh my God, that looks good. So look at that. Ooh, yes. A little bit better than the other side. But if you go to the back here, it really shows like that looks great. It looks like dust I just wipe off. Oh my God. When you buy these cars, make sure you buy them off someone who's older, because if you buy a car from a young person like me and you buy from someone who's not mechanically inclined, you'll find one of these things really clapped out. And I mean mechanically, like screws missing, jobs half done, and it'll make you question the reliability of the mods he put on in the first. So make sure you get it from the right perspective. From, I would say, like, I ain't gonna lie, I would say probably an old person, because they don't really clap these vehicles out like this. They buy them once and they take care of them forever. Moving on to the underside, we got a lot of oil leaking. That's one thing with these 7 trays. Look at that. Ooh, that's probably a front crank seal right there. You can just tell, look at it all caked up, and it goes all the way back. I had a chance to look at all the boots and stuff. They look okay. Like, they're not totally clapped out. Now, the guy did say he got some heavy duty leaf springs, so let's check that out. Ooh, yeah, that's six springs. And you still got the rubber stops in here too. Wow. Part of me doesn't want to crawl up under here, but I am anyways for you guys. It's cold out. Got a nice exhaust here, stock. And the diff looks like it's leaking for sure. Calipers in the back look great. This looks fantastic, you guys. Just looking straight up on the mounting part of the cab, it looks great. You know, I don't see any holes or any ate up sections that would really just give off a red flag. So this car came with 2 keys and they fit the locks. I tried them, but it took me like almost 30 minutes to just like get to turn. So I'll show you. So I use the door keypad instead of the actual key, because when I do it, it won't turn. But if you sit up there and mess with it, see, now it turns. Then you can get in. All right, it is cold out here. When I say it's cold, you guys, like I went in, got a scarf and a jacket, and this is not gonna be a very long video. It's cold, it's like 35 out. So with that being said, let's keep going. The version of this 7.3 Excursion is an XLT. We've got, the most thing that popped out to me was this right here. And I asked him, I was like, hey, what is this? And he pointed over here. He was like, these are strobe lights. If you turn this switch, let me see if I can zoom in on it. It's like, if you turn that switch on, it's gonna make the lights strobe. And I'm like, oh, what was that for? So he said it was for plowing. He used to plow with this thing. And I can understand, like, I be seeing plows and they do have those little strobe light effects. Some of them do. One thing I hate about this interior is there's only 2 seats, technically. One back there and one right here. And this is like a bench seat. So this thing doesn't adjust back or nothing like that. I've tried and tried and tried. I was going to rip the back of the seat back because it's like, you see, it's like almost at a 90-degree. So when we're driving, we're up here like crunched up, you know. So I'm like, he just moved the seat back a couple inches. I hate that, but yeah. In the glove box, he gave me a lot of good stuff. In the owner's manual, there's some documentation, receipts of, he put a lot of money into this car, but at the same time, he did say he was landscaping, so I don't know if it was business expenses or just trying to track record of the car. So this is what you want to see when you buy a car. A couple pieces of documents here, not much. This is really worst case scenario. And you can tell by the wear and tear on the vehicle and stuff like that and what it was used for. Does come with the radio. I do keep it pushed out because I don't know if it's going to drain the vehicle. I don't want to risk that. We got 4-wheel drive on this thing. Yippee. 2-wheel, 4 high and 4 low. This whole center console is just trashed. I wouldn't say it's trash, but it's pretty trashed. Basic functions, as you will see on the vehicle, very, very, very basic. The HVAC controls, they do work. The heat works very well, but the air does not. So yeah. So coming on to the back here, let's see, we got, oh, some kind of tray. I don't know what he said that goes to, but he did give me a whole bag of screws that are up there. This thing is leaking gas, you guys. Yeah, so I'm thinking it's the rubber boot on the end that connects this to the gas tank. The guy said something about this needs to be replaced, but so I gave it a test. I went to O'Reilly's and got some gel additive, so it went some de-gelling fluid, and I poured it in there, and it all started pouring out like right here. You can kind of see all this. It smells like straight diesel back here. Look at that. And he basically said, when you go get gas, you got to pour this tube. And this is how I know I was entering in the clapped out part of the car. He said you gotta pour this tube all the way down like right here, then you can fill it up. So I haven't even really filled it up since I got it. But for a note, look how much space is back here. This is like 12 feet of space. This is almost like a van at this point. So like when I tell y'all, I want to tear this thing completely down. I want to rebuild the engine, the transmission, the 4x4, the frame, like paint the frame, all this kind of stuff. I want to do like a body off a frame build, but with my situation of not having a garage, not having a 4-post lift, definitely gonna need a 4-post lift with this big behemoth. We're gonna try to do our best with what we've got. And for all the guys who wanna know how much I paid for this thing, we paid $2,000 for this thing, man. Marketplace pickup. 2-band marketplace pickup. So we are going to be doing some things with this vehicle very soon. I would say February, March. We're going to be giving it some upgraded batteries, some wires, starter possibly, some things like that, just to keep it reliable, keep it running. We got a lot of plans going forward with this vehicle. Like I said, I want to do a 2017 swap exterior and interior. I will show you some pictures of that right now. Let's pull that up. Yep, that will be on the exterior and the interior, or I want to do a 2024 2025 conversion. Well, I just want to get on here and show you guys a quick video of the truck. Please make sure you are subscribed. It is very cold out here. Forgive me. It would have been such a better video. With that being said, Happy New Year's, you guys. Pat Official out.